Bună ziua tuturor celor prezenți.
Good afternoon to everyone present today at today's public hearing held by Panel B of the Prosecutor Vetting Commission. I am Virginia Moraro, Deputy Chair of the Commission and Chair of Panel B, carrying out this hearing. The Prosecutor Vetting Commission was established and is exercising its powers in accordance with the provisions of the Law Number 252, passed in 2023 on the external evaluation of judges and prosecutors. This law explicitly states that the Commission shall assess the ethical and financial integrity of prosecutors who are referred to in Article 3, Paragraph 1 of that law as subjects of the assessment. The panel carrying out this hearing consists of 3 members and was set up in order to assess the subjects in compliance with Article 15 of the Law Number 252 on May 31st, 2024. With me here today at this hearing, there are the 2 other members of this panel joining us by video conference. Kornelija Bedinsky, national member of the panel of the Commission, and Irmantas Mikelionis, international member of Panel B and of the Commission. The subject of today's hearing is Vitalie Ivanov, prosecutor in the Anticorruption Prosecutor's Office, subject of the evaluation in accordance with Article 3, Paragraph 1, Subparagraph E, and Paragraph 3 of the Law Number 252. Mr. Ivanov, good afternoon. Welcome to today's hearing. Good afternoon. This hearing is held in accordance with Article 16 of the aforementioned law and the Commission's rules of procedure approved under the aforementioned law. During the collection and analysis of information regarding the subject and for today's hearing, the members of the panel have been and are assisted by members of the Secretariat. This hearing is also open to the public and the media. There is simultaneous Romanian-English interpretation available. To ensure accurate interpretation, all those who will take the floor are kindly asked to speak slowly and clearly. Also, in accordance with the provisions of Article 16, paragraphs 3 and 4 of the said law, the hearing is being recorded audio and video. The recordings shall be made public by having them posted on the website of the Commission within 3 days of the hearing date. At the end of this hearing, Mr. Ivanov, you will be given the possibility to make a closing statement if you so wish, of course. I will begin with a brief review of the assessment process for Prosecutor Vitalie Ivanov. The Commission has initiated the evaluation process on the 24th of May 2024 by notifying him by email and by requesting that he complete and submit to the Commission a declaration of assets and personal interests for the last 5 years and a list of close people working in the judiciary, the prosecution system, and in the civil service, as well as a questionnaire on ethical integrity as set out explicitly in Article 12, paragraphs 3 and 4 of the Law Number 252. Mr. Ivanov, you've submitted the requested documents to the Commission. They were filled out, signed, and with all the required annexes by the set deadline on the 12th of June 2024. Also, in accordance with Article 12, Paragraph 5 of the Law 252, by submitting those declarations and the questionnaire that were mentioned above, the subject of the evaluation thus undertakes on their own responsibility that the data they presented was complete and true, and also express in that way their consent to the processing of personal data following the random distribution of the evaluation file to the Commission panels. As set out in Article 17 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure, the evaluation file on Vitalie Ivanov was distributed to Panel B. On the 16th of August 2024, the prosecutor was informed by email of this fact and of his right to seek the recusal of members under the conditions set out in Article 10 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure. Mr. Ivanov, you did not seek the recusal of any member of the Commission during the evaluation. No, I have not. During the evaluation, the Commission also collected information on the subject and persons close to him in order to establish the subject's compliance with the ethical and financial integrity criteria as set out in Article 11 of the Law No. 252. The Commission has also obtained information from several other sources, such as the National Integrity Authority, the State Tax Service, the Office of the Prosecutor General, Specialized and Territorial Prosecutors' Offices, the Superior Council of Prosecutors, the Customs Service, Public Services Agency, as well as other authorities, public and private entities, and financial and banking institutions and open sources were also looked into. The panel has analyzed and assessed the collected information in terms of their reliability and relevance for the assessment of this subject. And thus, as regards the issues or ambiguities identified in the evaluation process out of the information that was collected, as mentioned above, and having looked into the documentation submitted by the subject, the panel has asked follow-up questions and sought additional information and supporting documentation. In this regard, the subject responded to 2 rounds of follow-up questions addressed on August 25, 2025 and November 13, 2025. The subject responded, answered all questions in a timely manner, and submitted the supporting documentation as required. In accordance with Article 16, Paragraph 1 of the law mentioned earlier, and Article 28, Paragraph 2 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure, if based on the information collected and verified, the panel or the Commission has no doubts as to the subject's compliance with the integrity criteria, it shall, the panel or the Commission, that is, they shall send the subject a written notice and schedule a hearing at least 10 days from the date of the notice. The subject may decide to participate or otherwise in the hearing. In the absence of new information, the panel or the Commission shall pass a passing evaluation report. Thus, on the 8th of December this year, the panel B has notified the subject about having completed the assessment and about the fact that it did not identify any doubts regarding ethical and financial integrity criteria set out as per the article set out in as per the criteria set out in Article 11, and the subject was invited to participate in today's hearing. On the 9th of December, Mr. Ivanov confirmed participation in the hearing and requested access to the evaluation file materials. On the 11th of December, the Secretariat of the Commission prepared and presented to you the evaluation file as provided in Article 28, Paragraph 4 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure. Now, Mr. Ivanov, based on the aforementioned, though, I would like to ask you 2 general questions, if there's anything. Well, the first one is whether you want to make any additions or changes to the answers or information previously shared with the Commission and the panel during the the rounds of questions, or if there's anything that you would like to add as regards the documentation presented. There's nothing for me to add or amend. And the second question, are your answers provided in the rounds of questions, as well as the information set out in the 5-year declaration and in the ethical integrity criteria? Are those still accurate and up-to-date currently? Yes, they are. They are correct, and they are still valid as of today. Well, having said this, we've completed your evaluation. Now the panel is to draft a report on your assessment, and in according with the Law 252 and the Rules of Procedure of the Commission, that'll be shared with you by the set deadlines, that is within 30 working days at most, but we will do our best to have it issued as soon as possible. And if you would like to take the floor for some closing remarks, you can do that now. I would just like to wish the best of luck to my colleagues, to be patient, to hope for the best. We have the winter festivities coming. We don't have enough snow to really rejoice about it, but that is all from me now. Thank you. Would like to thank you too for your participation, for the answers provided, and for having been patient throughout this entire process. We wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors. I would like to thank all participants, and this hearing is thus closed.